I stayed at the WIT Hotel recently, and I'm going to give my honest thoughts about it. For the best price for this hotel, check out the links in the description. Arrival and check-in experience. When we arrived at the WIT Hotel, the check-in process was pretty straightforward, although we had to wait until 3 p.m. to get our room. The staff was friendly enough, but I did find it a bit annoying having to leave our keys with reception every time we stepped out. Overall, it was a decent start to our stay, and the location made it all worthwhile. Room, bathroom, and amenities. The room at WIT Hotel was compact but cozy, which is pretty standard for Paris. I loved that it was clean and had air conditioning, especially since it was super hot outside. The bathroom was on the smaller side and a bit awkward, with a shower head that you had to hold while washing, but it got the job done. Overall, the amenities were basic but met my needs for a short stay. Location and surroundings. The location of WIT Hotel is absolutely fantastic. It's just a short stroll to the iconic Opera Garnier and the bustling Galeries Lafayette, making it super convenient for shopping and sightseeing. Plus, with the Grands Boulevard's metro stop only a 2-minute walk away, I could easily hop on the metro to visit the Eiffel Tower or the Champs-Élysées. The area is lively with tons of restaurants and bars, so there's always something to explore nearby. Food, drinks, and dining options. When it comes to food at the WIT Hotel, I have to say it was a bit of a mixed bag. The breakfast buffet, served daily, had some decent options like pastries, coffee, and fresh fruit, which was a nice way to kick off the day. However, I found the variety a bit limited, and the whole experience felt a bit underwhelming. I mean, I was hoping for something a little more exciting, especially in a city known for its amazing cuisine. It's definitely good enough to fill you up before heading out to explore Paris, but if you're a foodie, you might want to check out the local cafes and restaurants nearby for a more authentic taste of the city. Overall, it was fine, but I wouldn't say it was the highlight of my stay. What's it like to stay here? Staying here is like diving headfirst into the vibrant pulse of Paris. The location is spot on. Just a short stroll from the Opera Garnier and surrounded by cozy cafes and bustling streets. I loved waking up to the sounds of the city, and the fact that the metro is just a 2-minute walk away made exploring super easy. The room was compact, but honestly, it felt cozy rather than cramped, and the air conditioning was a lifesaver during those hot days. The staff, well, they were a mixed bag. Some were super friendly, while others seemed a bit distant, but I didn't let that ruin my vibe. I appreciated the daily housekeeping. Coming back to a clean room was always nice. The breakfast was decent enough to fuel my adventures. Nothing fancy, but it did the job. Just a heads up, the elevator situation can be a bit tricky, especially if you're on the higher floors. But hey, it's all part of the Parisian charm, right? Overall, it was a solid base for my Parisian escapades. Let's take a look at the pros and cons. Here's what I liked about the hotel. Amazing location. I loved how close the hotel was to the metro and all the cool spots in Paris. I could easily walk to places like the Opera Garnier and grab food from nearby cafes. Clean and comfortable rooms. My room was tidy and cozy, which made it a nice place to crash after a long day of exploring. The air conditioning was also a lifesaver during the hot days. Friendly staff. Most of the staff were super helpful and friendly. They gave me great recommendations for restaurants and were always around if I needed anything. Good breakfast options. The breakfast buffet had a decent variety, providing a great way to fuel up before heading out for the day. Here's what I disliked about the hotel. Room size. The rooms are a bit on the small side, which is pretty typical for Paris, but it was a little cramped for 2 people with luggage. My overall rating for this hotel would be 7.8. So, would I stay here again? Honestly, if I'm looking for a budget-friendly spot right in the heart of Paris, I'd consider it. The location is unbeatable, with tons of restaurants and metro access nearby. But I'd definitely be prepared for some quirks, like the small rooms and the occasional staff grumpiness. Overall, it's a decent place for a short trip, but I might look for something a bit more comfortable next time. Thanks for watching. I added links from all hotel booking providers in the description, so you can find the best price for this hotel. Make sure you check out the description below.